Hey everybody, good afternoon. If you are in fact watching this in the afternoon, good day, good evening, whenever. Thank you for joining me. Today's practice sort of posed the question for myself, how do we survive and heal in these times? Practice fundamentally comes down to the breath so often, and with our air quality being what it is right now. It's especially bad in the city this afternoon for whatever reason. Here in Northern California, Southern California, I hear that this compromised air can be felt all the way to like Idaho. Of course, on the East Coast, we're bracing for, we in the sense of humanity, is bracing for two storms right on the back each of one another. Think of that also as a quality of air and a challenge to us. I have no answer for this. I have no easy answer. I have no answer that is original or mine. No answer that comes from a more sincere or scientific or passionate place than from the experts in this in the world. And there are many, many voices that we can hear. I guess my goal in asking that question of myself and of us is can we sit with that mystery? And that's what we'll be doing today. A bit of just practical advice if you're in a space where you're really, really feeling this. The air, the fire energies. We'll be countering that partly with our grounding in the earth. But also I'd recommend getting, if you have a moment, a glass of ice water, some sort of cool beverage. I myself have a minor addiction to fizzy water. I didn't have time to grab any before this, but be with that if you like. Take a moment to grab that, pause the video, or know when you come back to it, kind of what we'll be doing. It's pretty conventional what our practice is, but do that for yourself if you like, and have that ready and have that cooling, nourishing, hydrating energy nearby. Help balance out this heat and this air. And once you're back, if you've gone away, while the rest of us are still here, let's get grounded. Let's really feel into this earth energy. Closing the eyes if that's available to you, or softening them, letting them go out of focus. Really releasing your grip of your visual reality, the sense of vision, the looking, the seeking, the striving to understand. Just for now, just for a little while. Knowing and trusting that it'll be there. Bringing your awareness to your seat, to your grounding. And knowing too that that's always there, whether you think about it or not. We're always held by this earth. How is your seat? How is your world of physical sensation? in regards to how you're being held now by the earth. The sensation of pressure, weight in your legs, your feet, your butt bones, your butt muscles. Knowing that this sensation of pressure is being equally felt by the earth. Equal and opposite, as those physicists like to say. Just feeling being held for a moment. Knowing that we can always come back to this. In meditation, in yoga, walking down the street, in the grocery store, wherever. The sensation of support, literally, by the earth. Really admiring the counterpose of the transient nature of our thoughts, the ability of our brains to move from thought to thought to thought, feeling to feeling to feeling, and how in this moment that is being balanced by the steadiness of the earth, just in this moment. Knowing still that we have agency in this moment. Is there a way we can be more comfortable? Adjusting the cross of the legs, if we're on the floor, the spacing of the legs to one another, the knees under the feet, or under the sits bones, or into the thighs. The awareness moves up to the spine. Low spine, mid spine, upper spine. Where can we find balance here as well? And even though energetically this is a moving upward, knowing that the skeleton is really built to work with gravity, our bones stack upon one another or hang from one another. Through this support from the earth, we can find height, find verticality. The top of the spine, feeling an ease and spaciousness in the shoulders, maybe a couple rotations forward, up, back, and down, allowing them to drain down the back. And allowing this downward draw, this acceptance of gravity in the shoulders and the shoulder blades, allows our collarbones to smile forward and upward. How this allows us to find spaciousness in the throat. Along with balance in the neck, front to back, side to side. Finding a tilt of the neck that feels supportive of our head. For some of us, that might be a slight tilt forward or downward. Finding length in the back of the neck, the back of the head. Finding spaciousness in the sinuses, in the throat, in the mouth, in the jaw. Seeing if we can bring a relaxing, cooling energy to the muscles of the jaw. There's so much effort and energy and work into them. Exploring how little energy we can have. And maintaining whatever carriage of the jaw we think we need. The eyes relax. Settle it back into the skull. Nestle in to the eye sockets. The muscles of the eyes relax. The muscles of the face relax. Muscles around the mouth, the eyes, the forehead. Just coming to settle on the breath again. As we take a deep breath to signify the start of our practice, just noticing the how of that breath, the smells that might be there, without judgment, without thought, without fear in this moment, without bringing those energies in, noticing if they're there. Focusing really, though, on the sensations rather than our reactions to them. And a deep exhale if you haven't done so already. Letting the breath return to its normal, automatic cadence. Allowing our focus to rest, to continue to rest on an aspect of the embodiment of our breath. Wherever we find most ease for that to happen. Allowing our awareness to alight on that sensation, like a bird landing on a branch. It might, for us in this moment, be the aspect of smell. This quality of the air in this moment. Could be on a sore throat that we might be suffering from, on heaviness in the sinuses. And just seeing if we can unwrap the narratives and the stories that might surround that sensation. Fear, fear of harm, fear of sickness, fear of pain or injury. Seeing those as constructs that we have added, perhaps unintentionally, but that we have brought to that awareness. Not rejecting them, letting them be there, but maybe just setting them aside. Maybe just looking through them, feeling through them at this sensation. If it's discomforting, what is discomforting? Is this discomfort sharp or soft? Is it like a muscular ache? Is it like a sore or a scratch, a cut, an abrasion, a bruise? Just being with that discomfort. And if it's possible for you, opening to it. Being welcoming to the reality of this sensation in your body right now. Because it's here. Like a surprise house guest. Using your awareness rather than your thinking brain to seek to understand this sensation on the inhale and on the exhale. If our awareness has been carried away from our chosen points of sensation, perhaps to again and again that story, that narrative about our health, or the future, the health of the world, damage to our bodies, damage to the earth. Just noting that that is where you're at right now. Noting that that's part of your reality. And again, noting that that's to a degree voluntary. For our survival, breath is not really negotiable. As I understand, I've not tried this, but we can survive for days without water, even more days, and maybe even weeks without food. Oxygen is, however, such a primal part of the workings of our body. We cease to live on this plane after only a few minutes of being deprived of it. So being with this paradox as well, though, that maybe the air is not what we deem ideal, what we conceptualize as clean. Knowing that we still need it. Knowing that we have very little choice in that. And perhaps at this moment in our practice, allowing the awareness to open and widen to any and all aspects of the breath. The lungs, the abdomen, the back, the shoulders, the neck. The sound of our breath. Again, the smell of this air. Just cultivating our awareness of all of these things, like one might cultivate a garden or a menagerie. From a vantage point of some distance, just taking it all in and observing it right now in this moment. And in a few moments we will sit in silence for the remainder of this sitting. I advise, though, that thoughts with real intensity may come up about the air and our breath. I invite you to explore and observe this intensity, perhaps this need to try and flee or get up or move, this urge to do something. to in that moment, allow that to be, for that moment, your object of attention. Just view that aspect of your being in this moment. And then allow it to recede into the greater collection of sensations of being. Let it be a small aspect of your being, of your sensation in this moment. As always, I'll ring the bell to signify the end of this sitting. Allowing your breath to deepen again, starting to bring movement to the body, allowing the eyes to gradually, gently open again. Feeling in the body where there might be some tension and just bringing movement there, awareness there, maybe space there, taking a stretch up or stretch forward to give some space to the lower back. There's so much more I wanted to say today about the air being something that connects us, and the quality of the air being a symptom of the greater body of the earth that we're all part of, like cells or organs. But that was the time we had for today. May you all find ease, comfort. May you feel joy and happiness about something in your life. May you feel safe and secure. Namaste.